human. Just follow my lead. You'll get used to it in no time.
Well, I guess I'm making another one of these. Was slightly hoping I wouldn't come back to FNF again, but I am, thanks to you guys. Today, actually, I'll be going over 3 more Undertale mods. These were majorly suggested by you guys, so thanks a ton for that. Since, again, I haven't been around in a very long time when it comes to the sphere of FNF. I do suggest you watch the first video I made, not because it gives context or anything, but, well, I like it, and I want you to watch it. Is this so wrong? So, yeah, sit back, relax, like and subscribe, and let's start. A lot of people seem to request this one, and I could definitely see why. This mod is stupidly incredibly well made, and even more impressive of the fact that this mod is only a demo. So from what I can see, it's not even complete. For one, the visuals alone are what bring this mod up for me heavily. This, out of all the mods I've showcased so far, even Indie Cross, specifically Sandspeak obviously, did not look this good. The shading of the characters' art, the enhanced details of the lighting, the backgrounds, and how they even changed to like a little pixel battle art style in black and white. In the second song, how like the perspective changes, now it's Sans floating in the air, and like a car-possessed BF, I would assume, on the floor. As I said before, the visuals alone are what make this mod worth it, and not to mention the absolute banging music. The plot of this mod is kind of unknown. It's probably due to the fact that it is a demo, but it is still jarring. There's not an inch of a cutscene, not a line of dialogue, just nothing. So it's kind of funny when in one song you're in the engines of the underground with Sans, and in the next song you're now in the jumping hole, and in the next song you're back at the engines of the underground with little to no changes whatsoever. It's kind of a detriment to the mod, but again, it is a mod, so I will give it slack for that. And again, the music in this mod is honestly spectacular. It doesn't do the mistake like how the last Dusttale mod did.
Know your place, trash!
Where they reuse kind of like the same motif for like the entirety of the mod with each individual song, and just kept using it over and over and over again. In this, they have their own melodies in the song to have it stand out and sparingly use motifs from Toby Fox's, music lineup. It doesn't solely rely on using existing songs. However, in my opinion, the songs are way too long. The first song, Start of a Tale, is 5 minutes long, and you absolutely feel that length. And it's most egregious with Love, in whatever version it is. That song is 8 minutes long! I remember listening to it thinking it's over, and then just more songs started playing. It would fade out a bit, they would stop singing. I'd look back, I was like, oh, okay, I guess it's over. And they just start singing again, And the final song is also 5 minutes long. It would be one thing if these songs were just continuously going for a while with little to no breaks, but that's just not the case here. It just makes the song feel longer with the breaks than without it. The songs are good, don't get me wrong. The quality does not get worse as the song goes on. I just start feeling numb to it after I'm with it 3 to 4 minutes in. It's especially like that with Love. One mod that I think makes an 8-minute song work is the EXE mod. The mod has a song called Triple Trouble, and it's 8 minutes long as well, like Love. However, the key difference is Triple Trouble doesn't have damn near any breaks. It holds the metaphorical pedal down the whole way through until the end of the song. The only breaks in the song happens when the other person sings it, so you get to rest your fingers for a bit until it's your turn. The way it does this is by basically kind of changing the character you're battling. They have their own essentially mini part, and it's basically each section is different in each way. Even if you do return to EXE himself, he even sings differently. It flows well, and with that song, it doesn't make it feel as long, but you still feel it, but it's not as bad. But that's generally one of the few bad things I have to say about this mod. Overall, it's well made and clearly has passion behind it, but it does have some things that bug me a bit, and they're generally just slightly nitpicks, except the length. The mod has songs going on for a bit too long, but that's about it. And so it's still a demo, it's still great, 8.5 out of 10. another mod you guys suggested, and holy hell on a stick and a chimney. Finally, an exceptional Dusttale mod. I'm so mad that I'm just now finding out about this mod, because oh my freaking lord, it's absolutely amazing. Is it just a demo? Yes. But it's still to me a worthy contender for FNF Hall of Fame right here. Not only do the songs heavily respect the story of Dusttale, it also brings in the underswap variant of Dusttale. And I can only imagine what's going to be brought in the completed game, because holy moly, I was getting like heavy EXE memories floating back when I was like waiting for that mod to like come out with version 2. Like when version 1 came out, it was just one song, I believe, or 2. And then when V2 came out, it was like 2 times, like 5 times the amount of content. That blew my mind. So I can only imagine what Friday Night Dustin's gonna bring to the table. To get into the actual game itself, firstly, the visuals. The visuals alone are absolutely immaculate. The art is amazing and also hilarious. Not to mention how in the first song we get more pixelated version of Dust Sands, and it looks damn near like one of the many fan game sprites of Dusttale, as well as making it more accurate to what it comes from, and it has good animation as well. Bro, this demo has more to it than the past 4 mods I've covered on this channel, dog. Seriously, like my jaw's on the floor. It's been a decently long time since I've seen a recent mod be this good in just a demo. Not to mention the absolute banger track it has. Like, these are legitimate bops. This mod is basically everything the last Dusttale mod I covered should have been.
Trash.
Not rehashed motifs over and over again, and it has a distinct soundtrack to itself while still feeling like a Dusttale mod, and a mod that gives tribute to the story of Dusttale. I have almost nothing bad to say about how good it is composed. So it's just that good. It's suspenseful, it's intense, and it's bombastic. Not to mention that the visuals will change with the song as you play. The first song went from monochromatic to normal and pixelated, then back to monochromatic. The second song, Kind Morto, I think I said that wrong, starts with Papyrus, and midway through Sans just kills him. Just kills him, you know. And is back to it just being Sans for the rest of the song, while bones are covering your screen. In the third song, the song starts with Dust Swap Papyrus with Swap Sans, and it changes into the pre-Dust version where they're all having a good time, with everyone basically fairly happy. With, as they continue singing, Paps turns into the sadistic Dust self, and is slowly killing off the characters behind him more and more until we get back to where we are now with, you know, Sans like is trying to convince Pap, like, you know, what the hell you doing? And then when the song is about to end, we have a literal monochrome moment where we get to see Ghost Swap Sans. This is probably the most packed into song with storytelling ever. I didn't say that correctly. And it's like, while they sing, it's showing a kind of flashback as it turns into the grim future we now see, with Ghost Swap Sans being the biggest indicator of this, basically telling us that, well, he was killed. And the song perfectly encapsulates this feeling with how the tone intensely shifts once we see his ghost form appears. It's utterly brilliant. Like, genuinely, it's amazing. Another thing worth noting about this mod is it has voice acting in every single song too, before, during, and after the song. And they all do a pretty good job, except really the Papyrus VA. He sounds okay, but whoever's voicing him, please, for the love of God, get a better mic.
Sans!
But, I mean, outside of the VA's mic, that one guy, the mod is damn near perfect. The animations, the music, the visuals, the sprites, the charting, the difficulty, it's all made with a level of quality you'd be hard-pressed to find in the past year or so. 9.8 out of 10. Well, this is indeed a mod that exists. Okay, Let me just go over the stuff I actually liked. First of all, the music. The samples used for the 3 characters, Flowey, Azure, and Sans, are pretty good. BF isn't piercing my eardrums, which, believe it or not, is an issue with a lot of mods have. But it doesn't get too much praise since they are still just Toby Fox's songs with BF's beeps and bops included to it. Except the Sans song, which is just a remix of Megalovania called Reality Check to the Skull. The sprites for the characters are pretty good and are fairly well drawn, even if they do heavily clash with FNF's established art style. Sans' like heavily detailed sprite next to BF's stylized, more simple style just doesn't really feel right. This was something Indie Cross did well with its Sans Week and especially the Dusttale mod. The style for Sans in that mod already felt more in line with FNF, so it just makes sense. But that's where my compliments are. Because, my lord, this mod is not that good. Firstly, the difficulty. Not only is the song filled with spam the screen with notitis yet again, it also adds this very stupid mechanic where basically during the song, you have to move your soul according to the arrow keys and also jump from like little attacks that happen on the screen to, not have your health bar go down with the use of your arrow keys and spacebar. And I'm gonna tell you this is the worst thing about this mod by a long shot. In all 3 songs, it's horrible. Especially in Omega Flowey's and Sans songs. They're horrible. Absolutely abysmal to play for, in the pure fact that you have to dodge attacks in each row of notes while playing the damn song. It's not like Indie Cross where, yes, you did dodge Gaster Blasters, but it was always when Sans was just singing. They didn't have you still like sing and dodge Gaster Blasters in the area below. That'd be unfair and unfun. Granted, that doesn't incorporate the arrows you click, but my point still stands. It's just not fun having to dodge small blasts of lights and bones when having to do jackhammer notes. It's not so hard it's fun to beat. No, it's just unfun. It's spammy. It's BS. It's not worth your time. It's not worth playing. Does this look fun to you? 3 out of 10. And that's the end of the vid. We had 2 great mods and 1 absolutely abhorrent mod. Oh my lord. This is probably going to be my last FNF vid for a while. You guys suggest that I maybe go on stream and even play some games, so I might consider that. But for now, this will be it. Maybe. Probably. But that's it from me again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And for any mod creators out there, please don't be like this.